Okay, guys, we are back at it, and we are about to talk about the top gainers for the pre-market. Right now, we do see that the overall pre-markets are starting to get a little bit more bullish. I will share my screen for anybody sitting in a classroom and wants to see what I'm seeing right now. This will just be a quick pre-market update. So the market's getting ready to open. So we can talk about how the market's getting ready to come in for this extreme bullishness as things are starting to pick up with things like RHE, MEGL, and SPRC beginning to lead the pre-market race with a lot of other things that are actually climbing up right behind it. And we're seeing stocks start to explode this morning. And in most recent days, things that we haven't seen come in for bull runs in a very long time. We have a lot of tech stocks coming in for the most bullishness as they are making announcements of the upcoming presentations at CES 2025. This is happening right now and throughout the entire week. So we should be seeing a more bullish week for all of these tech stocks, and we should be seeing a more bullish week come in for all of the quantum stocks, and we should be seeing a more bullish trend come into BTC, hopefully breaking up over this $100,000 on Bitcoin. That'd be decent if they can actually build support up there rather than sell back under there. If it does get back over there and then sell back under there, it's going to be an extremely bearish trigger point that's going to make things drag back down, pulling the markets down along with it. And I'm Billy Banks. Make sure that you get subscribed to the channel so you don't miss out on any updates, any analyses, any early seats. I take great pleasure in making these videos, keeping you up to date with everything that's going on. And I do have three different channels, okay? So I got our Banker with Billy channel, our main Banker with Billy channel, where I be talking about the top trending things and all the stuff like that. I got our Banker with Billy crypto channel, where we do all our cryptocurrency, my price targets are and whatnot. And we got our Banker with Billy breakouts channel, where we talk about the fast, hot, penny stocks and all the stuff that you guys be requesting. And try to keep things organized. You can check out the other bankability YouTubers as well. They be doing their thing, keeping things up to date and on point. Okay, let's get into it with RHE coming in for the biggest pre-market gainer today from $1.13 up to the highs of $6.70. Right now, RHE stock is up about 220% right now. This is an extremely bullish trend to come into RHE. Regional Health, they had news. What's this? Regional Health to merge with Sunlink in 10 million preferred stock deal. So this jointly announced today that they have entered into a definitive agreement and plan of merger pursuant to which Sunlink will merge with and into regional in the exchange for the issuance of an aggregate of 1,000 for 1.4 million shares of regional common stock and 1.4 million shares of regional newly authorized Series D 8 cumulative convertible redeemable preferred stock with a liquidation preference of $10 per share. Getting ready to add to an extremely bullish sentiment on RHG stock. That's very good for these health stocks. And so mergers, if you don't know what a merger is, mergers are when two companies go together to fuse and or combine. And you can see the merger updates along in Bank with Billy. If you like to trade mergers, that's you just when you go seeing a merger happen, you really just looking for what the best type of what the you want to look into both of those companies. Look into both of those companies and make sure that you got a general understanding on what both of those companies do, and you got a better general understanding on what they merger is going to do for that stock. Not all mergers generally is a good thing, but not all stocks are genuinely good. So a merger sometimes won't have such a powerful effect. Like, and they didn't execute their merger just yet. That was an announcement of them doing a merger. So I just an announcement of it sent them up like 300%. So imagine where it's at when they actually execute that. I don't think I've seen a date up in there. But we've seen RHE back at the highs of wow, like $75 on RHE stock. Regional Health. And let me know in the comments below if you holding this stock or any other stock that's on this list. We're only gonna talk about like the top three on these. I'm not gonna, also like look when these stocks start to get up to these certain positions, if you weren't already in there just waiting for that explosion to happen, you just best just to not. chase that thing up. And if you do, it's best to wait for a dip. Like you can go down to your 1 minute chart and then see if they coming in for another round of bullish divergence. Like they getting ready to on RHG stock here in a few minutes, you know. And towards the end of this video, we'll come back and look at RHG. Right now it's at like 495, so keep that in mind right now. Next you got MEGL. Ooh, they come in for a bull run for 47 cents, even a little bit lower than that, until the highs of $1.90. MEGL used to make those moves very often. Spikes, quick spikes and stuff like that. You know, so MEGL is no stranger to coming in for these spikes. Is going to get ready to do those things again, like you're seeing right now. And on these stocks, it does come down to a general understanding of what that company does and the industry that they in. That stuff does matter, as well as like if you like a lifetime or a long-term investor, then your balance sheets and stuff like that. And of course, you really want to be keep up to date with the news. Needless to say, you know, but like you really keep up with the news with what a stock you actually in there on. Um, Looking every which way for all the other pieces of news for stocks you're not in is it will create FOMO, create a FOMO type of sentiment where you want to chase that thing up. You don't want to be chasing those things up like that. But shares of Smart Share Global Limited rose sharply in today's pre-market trading after the company announced the receipt of preliminary non-binding proposal to acquire the company. Very good news. And, you know, being the beginning of the year, you know, this is setting a bullish sentiment or a bullish tone for the year. So we should be seeing a lot more bullishness come into a lot more stocks, especially AIs and tech stocks and stuff like that, we already knew that those things are going to be getting ready to come in for the next big war, and they still about to continue too. Like the prices that we seeing these things at right now are nothing compared to the price that those things are going to be at way later on. Like right now, we got MEGL like $1. Picture them coming out with much more news down the line, all kinds of news, and then they start to recover all the way back up towards the highs of 200 something dollars. They really gonna do that over the course of time, you know. So, you know, like you're a lifetime investor in a lot of these sites that we be seeing here, and like currently today, like in these, like at this current day and age, it's really not too late. So what the markets do is this is the cycle that happens. Okay, so they go IPO, and notice how every single week it's a whole no, whole bunch of new stocks on IP. If you want Weibo, it's a whole list of IPOs right here. You know, so you can look into those. But I mean, you know, chart to look at. It's like you can look into they company and stuff like that, you know. So so this is the cycle. They go IPO, then they probably coming for a quick bounce or something when they come out real quick before they get wrecked over the course of time. And then they go down to a 52-week low. Then people get to picking those things up and they become the most active on the market. Then, so with all that volume, push those things up, they become the top gainers. Like we can see, for example, here on our on ME, I mean on RHE will come out on his IPO. Like they had a decent bounce up there in between, but would eventually and inevitably go down to their 52-week low where they just now starting to come in for moves again. On the MEGL, you know, everybody love the MEGLs, always have, and they definitely do right now. Will come out on this IPO. Eventually, and I can show you back on the Friday. I don't want to go back that far. So on the IPO, they will go all the way back down to their 52-week low. You know, this thing starting to pick up in that pressure, and now they up like 200-300%, and they pushing up to here are the top gainers. You can see here on the SPRC. SPRC is the same thing. They came out eventually on a IPO. They was newer to the market. Now, once upon a time, they end up going down to their 52-week low, all the way down to this big discount you see here. Now they picking up in that pressure, a couple millions in the volume and whatnot. Everybody noticing those things. Now they picking up on the top game. It's gonna go back to that next stock that came out as an IPO. It's gonna go back down to its 52-week low. They're gonna be loading that thing up. It's gonna get that volume. It's gonna turn into one of the most active things over there on the market and whatnot. It's gonna have that explosion and turn into the top game. Like it's not rocket science, bro. Like it's really, you know, it's really not. You know, I'm just telling you literally what the cycle of the market is. Like literally, it's like all the stocks we're seeing right now. Eventually, they're gonna be at all those super highs and whatnot. The 52-week highs are gonna be a bunch of new stocks on the market that are at 52-week lows. You know, it's like you're really not missing out on anything. You know what I mean? They kind of got the market of 100% fitness cycle. But where we at with it though? Oh yeah, SPRC. SPRC be making those moves, man. Check this out. You go back on your 4-hour charts and whatnot. SPRC, it be doing that. Like it be doing like spikes and stuff like that. They don't really hold up too well, but like was it wreck penny stocks. What else is going from 19 cents up to $1.26. Not in just today's bull run. They came up for a spike just the other day before they sold off, came for another reversal. I'd like to show you that move right there in greater detail from that big sell off because it took a few days, and sometimes they take a few days to get that next move, and they going for risky day trades and quick bounces and stuff like that in between. It'd be crazy in these markets, but like it really do come down to making sure that you remember that every single one of these stocks on the market is completely wrecked. I just actually just 100% completely showed you that literally, like literally. All of them went going down today. Complete big sell-offs. SPRC, Coach Madison be over everything. He didn't throw it out today, but he was throwing out the last rounds of SPRC stock. And you can't catch them all. You just get what you can while you can. But you were still there when I was those alerts for SPRC and still actually holding in from 50 cents or lower along in my section. You will be up hundreds of percents in SPRC because from that 50 cents is gone all the way up to 126%. And like I said, you can't catch them all. So I don't recommend you just jumping here trying to just chase up any of these because they on the top gainers. In fact, I just showed you exactly how the cycle of the market works. You know what I mean? So you probably shouldn't have too much confusion about how the cycle of the market works. But ARB, ooh, the ARB, ARB Robotics. Okay. So RE Robotics, this one here develops and delivers radars for detection of small objects. The company's products fit for drones, automotives, and robotics. Drones and robots is everything now, especially like those drones, man. There's about to be a lot of stuff going on with drones. Talking about not only just the usages of drones, like war and stuff like that. Like that's going to be one of the main things. You seen some of the shorts I was posting on some of the things that they doing collect. Or seeing my videos I was making on the drones when I got a general idea, but for wartime drones. We're gonna talk this later on in a bit. I got some more videos I got to get to making here this morning before the market is open. It's 7:30 where I'm at. So you want to go ahead and catch any of the trades that we'll be going for today, or any of the swings going for. It's not too late to, my swings are early seats, man. So it's not too late for some of the stuff I'm holding in on. You can catch those in my section as I'm updating those, and I am going to be putting out some new swings to be getting into here towards the after hours end of the day. That's all I can gains off of these. And you can always join me on my 24/7 live trading classroom where we're doing this all day, every single day, 24/7. I'm Billy Banks. I'll see y'all in there, and happy trading.